Hi students, in the last video we had seen the thermodynamic process isobaric and isochoric. In this class we are going to see isothermal. Isothermal is temperature remains constant. Temperature remains constant. W is equal to, if temperature remains constant, there is no constraint that pressure remains constant. Okay, W is equal to integral P dV. P we can be written as, say, volume is varying from V1 to V2. P is equal to nRT by V dV integrations V1 to V2. So W becomes nRT ln V2 by V1. So V2 by V1. So P2 V2 is equal to nRT2. So nRT. So its two temperature is constant. So P2 V2 nRT2 is nothing. nRT is nothing. P1 V1. So V2 by V1 can be written as P1 by P2. I can write this one. W is equal to nRT ln P1 by P2. So if V2 is greater than V1, then the work done is positive. In not only this process, any process, if volume is increasing, then the process is said to be work done is positive. If volume is decreasing, the work is negative. So let's see different. This is the work done. Work done is nothing but nRT ln V2 by V1 or ln P1 by P2. So let's see the different graphs on the isothermal process. Pressure versus volume. So this is pressure and volume. As per the graph, PV is equal to nRT. So P is equal to some nRT is a constant C by V. So nRT is equal to C by V. It's like isotherm. So Y is equal to 1 by X. How the graph will be? So it's like isotherm, it comes down. Okay. So what is the slope of this curve? Slope. To find the slope, dP by dy is nothing but slope. So to get it, we have PV is equal to constant. We differentiate. So P dV plus V dP is equal to 0 and dP by dV is equal to minus P by V. The slope of this curve is nothing but minus P by V. So if I consider P1 is less than P2, P1 is less than P2, say here is P1, here it would be P2. What about the volume? So volume V1 would be greater than V2. How, sir? P is inversely proportional to V. So V1 would be greater than V2. So V1 will be somewhere here and V2 is here. Okay. So volume, there is a change. If I consider P1 is greater than P2, P1 is less than P2, then V1 will be greater than V2. So next see another process. So another graph for P versus V, and area under the curve is nothing but nRT ln V2 by V1 or nRT ln P1 by P2. This is the work done. So let's see another graph. What graph is done? Pressure versus volume is done. Let's see pressure versus temperature. So pressure P versus temperature. As per our discussion, P1 is less than P2, temperature is remaining constant. So it will be obviously a straight line, temperature remains constant. So P1 and P2. So this is the work done, state 1 to state 2 it went. Let's see another graph. What is the slope? Slope is equal to infinity. Let's see another graph. Pressure versus, so volume versus temperature. So what happens to volume? So say this is a volume. So I am writing temperature here. Here is volume. Temperature remains constant as it is. So P1 is less than P2. So here V1, here it will be P1 is less than. So V1 will be greater than V2. Here V1 and here, oh I'm sorry. Here will be V2 and here will be V1. So because V2 must be less than V1. So these are the three different graphs were what kind of process? Isothermal process. So remember each point what we discussed. Let's see another process, adiabatic process. In adiabatic process, what is constant? PV per gamma is equal to constant. So work done is equal to integral P dV. Pressure can be written as C by V per gamma into dV. It is equal to C per minus 1 minus gamma into C per V per, so 1 minus gamma, the limits are from V1 to V2. If we substitute the limits, C by 1 minus gamma V2 power 1 minus gamma minus V1 power 1 minus gamma. So PV is equal to constant, P1 V1 power gamma is equal to constant. I can write as 1 by V1 power gamma is equal to P1 by C. Just send it to other side. So 1 by V2 power gamma is nothing but P2 by C. So here in the first expression we can write minus gamma V2 power 1 by V2 power gamma I can write. Okay, I am varying little variations I am doing, and V1 by V1 power gamma. So V1 power gamma or whatever values can be replaced, so it is equal to C by 1 minus gamma. So V2 power 1 by V2 power gamma is P2 by C. So P2 V2 by C minus P1 V1 by C. So C gets cancelled. P2 minus P2 V2 minus P1 V1 by 1 minus gamma is nothing but work done. So PV is nothing but nRT. nRT2 minus T1 by 1 minus gamma is nothing but the work done. Okay, work done. So the graph will be for pressure versus volume. So pressure versus volume graph, if you draw, so pressure versus volume, say one side is pressure, volume. So P1, two things I am assuming, P2 is greater than P1. In this case, what is the formula? PV power gamma is equal to constant. So if V is equal to C by P power 1 by gamma, to say, so if pressure is more, volume will be less. So V2 is less than V1. So the graph will be like this. So approximately looks like a isotherm, but it's not isotherm. P1 and P2, and here is volume V1, because less pressure more volume. Here more pressure less volume, V2. From where to where it is going? It is decreasing, volume is decreasing. So this process, this work is positive work or negative work? Volume is decreasing, so negative work it will be. What is the slope of this curve? To find the slope is equal to PV power gamma is equal to constant, differentiate. So V power gamma into dP plus gamma V power gamma minus P into dV is equal to 0. So dP, V power gamma goes to other side, becomes 0. dP by dV is equal to minus gamma P by V. So slope is minus gamma P by V. If you remember, for isothermal process, dP by dV for isothermal process minus P by V. So dP by dV for adiabatic process minus gamma P by V. So if you divide these two, isothermal by adiabatic is 1 by gamma. You will understand this. And if we draw different, so slope of adiabatic is more than slope of isotherm. Okay, let's go to the other process, other graph. See the temperature. Now we will write relations properly. P1 is less than P2, so V1 will be greater than V2. What about temperature? If PV is equal to PV power gamma is equal to constant, to write this, to instead of pressure I will replace with the temperature. P is equal to nRT by V. So nRT by V power V power gamma is equal to constant. T V power gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. So T is equal to C by V power gamma minus 1. So if volume is more, temperature will be less. So V1 is greater, so T1 will be less than T2. If you draw the graph, so temperature, or let's draw the graph. So I am considering this point. Okay. Here in a y-axis I am writing volume, and right direction I am considering temperature. If I consider like that, so initially V1 is greater than, say, V1, and it is V2. Here if V1 is greater, then T1 is less, T1. So the graph will be down. So T1 and T2 is greater than T1. To get the slope of this curve, So we have a relation TV power gamma minus 1 is equal to constant, differentiate. So V gamma minus 1, gamma minus 1 V power gamma minus 2 dV into T plus differentiation we can do, and V power gamma minus 1 into dt is equal to 0. If we simplify like the previous cases, you will get the slope of this curve. So volume versus temperature is done. Let's see one more case, pressure versus temperature. So pressure versus temperature. So in the pressure, what happened, P1 is less than P2 and T1 is less than T2. So if we consider the graph, P1 and P2, and here will be T1 and P2, and other side it will be T2. So the graph will be like this, it is going upward direction. So in this case also, where it is going initially P1, it is going in this direction. So V1 to, so other side it is going. So whatever one time is initial position, 2 is given as final position. Okay, so these are the graphs. To find the slope of this again, so to get the pressure in terms of relation, PV power gamma is equal to constant. So PV we can replace with the P is equal to RT by PV is equal to nRT by P power gamma is equal to constant. So P power 1 minus gamma, T power gamma is equal to constant. To get slope dP by dt, you can differentiate this expression, you will get the slope. Thank you. Then I want to say one more thing. For this fellow, it starts from origin. Okay, this is pressure versus temperature graph. I did not draw properly, but it should, if you draw properly, the dot lines, even the process did not start from origin, dot lines should touch the origin. Okay, thank you.